Institute pushes for religious liberty to be included in U.S.-China strategic dialogue. Secretary of State Hillary Rodham Clinton today launched the inaugural meeting of the Strategic and Economic Dialogue between the United States and China. In her opening remarks, Secretary Clinton stated that the meeting is, quote, the beginning of an unprecedented effort to lay the foundation for a positive, cooperative, and comprehensive U.S.-Chinese relationship for the 21st century. Although past relations between the United States and China have been influenced by the idea of a balance of power among great nations, the fresh thinking of the 21st century can move us from a multipolar world to a multi-partner world. And it is our hope that the dialogue we initiate today will enable us to take shape that common agenda, end quote. Prior to the start of the dialogue, the Institute on Religion and Public Policy sent a letter to Secretary Clinton urging that human rights and religious freedom be included in the strategic dialogue. Quote, the Institute understands that these discussions are important for developing an open dialogue on economic, environmental, and security issues. However, we also believe that U.S. strategy with China must include discussions of religious freedom because it is a fundamental element to all developmental issues, the letter stated. Concerned by the language on human rights used by Secretary Clinton during her China visit, the Institute pointed out that, quote, if you fail to raise these issues with the Chinese, you will fail to promote and protect America's interests, which is your duty as Secretary of State, end quote. The letter went on to enumerate the religious liberty violations committed by the Chinese government against Uyghurs, Tibetans, Christians, Falun Gong practitioners, and others. Quote, China maintains one of the worst records of religious freedom anywhere in the world, the letter concluded. In addition to the complicated and vague legal structures in place that inhibit religious practice, the government actively pursues campaigns designed to persecute religious groups. We urge you to recommend concrete steps the Chinese government can take to protect its citizens' fundamental freedoms, end quote. The full text of the letter can be found at the Institute's website at www.religionandpolicy.org.